In this morning's top stories, the New Mexico Supreme Court has ruled that records related to former APS Superintendent Winston Brooks must be released. The records stem from an investigation conducted before Brooks left the district in 2014 with a six-figure buyout. The court says the findings can be released after a judge removes opinion-based material from the report. New Mexico Congresswoman Melanie Stansbury was among the lawmakers who took part in a closed-door meeting about the Epstein files. Stansbury said she pressed for answers about Zorro Ranch, which is Epstein's former property in New Mexico. She says she hopes federal investigators will release more information about what was found during a search of the property earlier this year. President Donald Trump is weighing in on whether to move forward with a deal to extend the ceasefire with Iran and reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Our Washington correspondent Jackie DeFusco, she joins us from our D.C. bureau with the latest developments.
President Trump had said on Friday that he was looking to make a final determination on a potential agreement with Iran, but the White House says that no decision was made following a Situation Room meeting with his advisors. Now, President Trump says that the Strait of Hormuz must immediately open without Iran charging any tolls. The Associated Press reports that a possible deal would also extend the ceasefire by 60 days, while further talks continue on still unresolved issues. For example, President Trump says that Iran must agree that they will never have a nuclear weapon, that the U.S. would help unearth its deeply buried stockpile. But Iran says its negotiators are currently focused on ending the war and that they're not discussing details of the nuclear plan at this point. Iran is also seeking economic relief and a broader truce between Israel and Iran-backed Hezbollah militants in Lebanon. As negotiations continue, the situation remains fragile. Both sides at different points this week traded fire, but full-scale fighting has not resumed. In Washington, I'm Jackie DeFusco, KOAT Action 7 News.
Today, early voting ends in New Mexico's first semi-open primary. Our voter guide is on KOAT.com, and that can help you with everything you need to know before Election Day on June 2nd. That's this Tuesday. The federal government has released its latest homelessness data. New Mexico's homeless population grew to over 4,600 people experiencing homelessness. Of those, 782 people were part of families with children. The report was also found 222 unaccompanied youth experiencing homelessness in New Mexico. All right, so now we have some pets of the week. This is Simba. It's a 2-year-old Labrador Retriever mix. He's shy but affectionate, and he would love a family that will take him hiking or running. That's you, Christiana. You would take him hiking. Simba is waiting to meet you at the Eastside Shelter.
And next up we have Zuni, a 3-year-old Pit Bull Terrier mix. He's bursting with energy. Of course, he's a pit bull. And he brings the party wherever he goes. To Zuni, everyone is a friend and every moment is playtime. If you want to give Zuni a forever home, you can meet him at the Westside Shelter. Oh, really
every week I want to get them. I know.
I know. I mean, if I adopt, I surround a whole farm of dogs and cats and everything.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much for joining us this Saturday morning. Action 7 News is going to be back at 5. Remember, you can get the latest newscast anytime on the free Very Local app. We hope you have a great Saturday and a great start to your weekend.